Well, it is finally that time. The 3-year anniversary is upon us here on Global. It has been a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of ups and downs and stuff, but we are finally here. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do happen to be new to the channel, do me the honor of hitting that subscribe button and sticking around for more content here on the channel. And for today's grand like goal, I want to try to go big, explosively, hugely, massively big, and any other synonyms, I guess. But anyways, 2,000 is the like goal for the 3-year anniversary, finally starting here on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle Global Edition. So anyways, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give you guys my tips and all that stuff. We're going to talk about the God Dragon Stone and what you would want to choose, basically the Red Dragon Stone. There's also a Purple Dragon Stone, etc., etc. So we're going to talk all about it. So anyways, let's go ahead and break into it. But really quick, but without further ado, what I want to point out really quick is that I also previously did a video going over all of this stuff. Like, I literally go over everything that you would need to know as far as this and part 2, because I don't think there's anything right now in here pertaining to part 2, but I'm basing it off of what happened on part 2 for JP, so I can give you just about everything that you would have needed to know for this anniversary celebration. That video will be in the description and in the cards, which is in the top right corner, the eye in the circle, if you wanted to follow through with that, or follow up with that, I guess. So right now, if you log in, you would notice that you got a lot of things. So this is the event, but let's go ahead and bounce over to the login. So right now, if you log in, you get the God Dragon Stone. You get 33 other Dragon Stones, regular Dragon Stones. The God one is the red one. You get 10 Elder Kais and 5 copies of Super Saiyan 3 Goku upon first login. Quick tip, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku copies are meant to be put in the potential system, but if you want to, you can put them in the super attack, but just want to let you know. Otherwise, I mean, he's a really good unit, but he's not like, you know, he's weird because you can't really use him if you have the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who's actually a unit that you can choose with the red stone. So otherwise, he's really, really good, actually, like a support unit. So I really enjoy him, but just wanted to let you guys know that. Tons of thanks. Amazing 3rd anniversary Dokkan anniversary login bonus part 1 is now on. You can get 1 God Dragon Stone 3, also 33 stones, 10 Mysterious Ritual Elder Kais, and to a Faraway World Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Use God Dragon Stone 3 to exchange for a 3rd anniversary select character at Baba's shop. So they also do have daily login bonuses. Other than getting 3 Dragon Stones every day, you can also get fantastic rewards, including 3rd anniversary coins, 3rd anniversary tickets, and a battle suit by logging into the game during the event period. So again, 3 Dragon Stones a day and various other rewards, for the game just by playing, guys. Just log in. So this is gonna span a lot of time. So 3 stones a day is pretty awesome. That's freaking legit. Like that's very reminiscent of things they used to do before everything became like 1 stone for like everything. But I guess, anyways. So an SR hire is guaranteed. Yada yada. Don't really care about that. There's this new item here, so make sure that you use it, because what'll happen is this effect does weaken post anniversary. Just like I believe for the 2 anniversary they had the Arale poop stick thing. And that was a really good item, but it's like no longer that, so it's not so great anymore. But basically this does 4 ki and reduces damage by 20% for all allies for 3 turns. That's actually a legit item. That's a really good item. I think what it turns into is 1 ki and like 10% for all allies for 3 turns or something like that post, so I guess it's still usable afterwards, but not anywhere near as good, right? So that is the first one. We do have the login bonus for number 1. Number 2, there are missions, so I want to kind of go over the missions for you guys here as well. So alongside the login bonuses, just by using stamina, right? Daily missions, you get 2 tickets, so 2 chances at getting summons in on the game. And also, I wanted to point out, if you did not know, the banner for the tickets does also have LRs on there. Like, basically all the LRs that have been released on Global up to this point are available. I have had a lot of people tweet me, which if you want to tweet me the same as well, link is down below in the description. But anyways, I've had a lot of people tweet me like their pulls. Like, honestly, I'm getting like at least one tweet a day. Like, seriously, somebody's pulling out an LR every day on that dang banner. Otherwise, by clearing events and stuff, you're able to get all these various things, items, friend points, and friend points is actually not too bad. Perform 1 multi-summon or friend summon. No, 1 multi-summon on friend summon. You get more friend points, enough for another multi on the friend summon. But that's not too bad, and I'll talk about why, because I don't think that JP got this. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but there's also some more rewards down here. Complete the missions to get fantastic rewards. There is a number of them. There is a lot. So clear to the galaxy's edge 15 times, trade treasure for items. You complete 20 out of the 33, you get an Elder Kai. There is a lot down here, so make sure that you guys do, if you need to, pause the video, but otherwise this is all in game as well. I'm just kind of viewing it from the database. So if we go ahead and bounce back over here, We went over those. So otherwise, number 4, Come Forth Porunga, Facebook like and comment campaign. So get fantastic rewards by shouting out the spell to summon Porunga. Come Forth Porunga. So okay, so this is something that's just starting. So I think we need to go over the Dokkan Facebook. Dokkan Battle Facebook. Because I was thinking that was kind of like their campaign they were previously doing. Can you not? 3rd anniversary countdown campaign. You choose Piccolo. Well done. This is correct. Yada yada. We're getting 2 more tickets. Thanks. So there's nothing else here unless it's talking about this. But this has been going on for a while, and it said it's something that starts now. So I couldn't tell you about that one right now, but it's got Porunga there, so I don't know what they're doing. Anyways, if you go ahead and buy the Super Stone discount, so typically it's whenever they offer this type of stone, which previously I think was the blue stone, but the purple stone is the one that offers the 120% liters that allows you to pick one. So basically what you would have to do is you'd have to buy the most expensive pack one time. It would be on sale for like 20, higher 20s, low 30s in that area. I'm more inclined to say 30s, like 31 or so. But that's on sale because normally it's like 45. So, you know, you get that. And then you also get, I believe, more stones. You also get to pick a specific unit. So if you have the money to spend, this is actually really, really good. It's equivalent to like when Legends does those starter packs where it's like, oh, well, you get 600 Z power for this character, effectively unlocking it for you. And you'll also, and also I think it comes out with like a couple limit breaks, yeah? So anyways, you'll also get some Chrono Crystals too. So it's kind of like the same thing, because this lets you literally go into the Baba Shop and choose any 120% leader. When it comes to the 120 liters, kind of just choose whatever unit you would need, to be honest. I don't really think there's a whole lot to really say about that because they're all really freaking good. Like, they all are. And if you need a specific unit for a team, like, you know, if you need that Gogeta, you know, he will be available on the banner for the LR banner down here. But otherwise, you know, you can choose the SS4 Goku or SS4 Vegeta to complete a category team. Janemba, unless you plan on summoning for Turles, I wouldn't go for the movie boss type characters like him and Cooler. Otherwise, I mean, the Saiyans are the better ones anyway. Gotenks, you guys know Gotenks is amazing, especially if you have access to Hybrid Saiyans. You would want him and or the Majin Buu Saga category as well. So you just have to make your own educated decision. I have a little bit more to say about the Red Dragonstone unit, so we'll get to that momentarily though. Anyways, there's also this movie here. You know what? I was talking about the prices, and it literally says right here, buy 5 Dragonstones at the price of 1, buy 50 Dragonstones at the price of 6. One's only, that's like $6 or whatever, right? No, $4, something like that. 12 Dragonstones over 80% discount and 32 Dragonstones over 50% discount once. Also, there will be 2 new packs available for purchase during the 3rd anniversary celebration. Players will get 1 premium Dragonstone upon purchasing the 77 Dragonstone pack, and the premium Dragonstone is this one right here, the purple. Otherwise, players will get 50 extra stones upon purchasing that pack, so 150 total, 6 times. That's pretty awesome, actually. If you like a whale, right, that's actually really awesome. Anyways, so there's also a little movie. I'm not going to really talk about that because, I mean, you should have saw it if you logged into the game. If you haven't seen it yet, go log into your game. You will see it upon logging in. 3rd anniversary special select characters is the one I was just talking about. So you do get the whatever character you want with the purple stone. But there's also the God Dragonstone 3. I'm sure this is the 3rd time it's been given out, which is why they're calling it 3. But otherwise, this is something we all get for free, basically. So you go into there and you're able to select any character that you want, basically. So when it comes to these guys, this is the list of characters that are available. This is pretty cool because I also like this list because it shows you the characters that Extreme Z Awaken. Now, basically skip the top row unless you really, really want one of those guys. They all Extreme Z Awaken, but none of them are like phenomenal. So yeah, skip the top row. Next row, none of those characters Extreme Z Awaken yet, so I really can't base it off that. But I can tell you that Kid Buu is really, really good on a lot of scenarios. Unfortunately, has a really bad restriction, but if you want to roll the dice on him, go for it because he could be really freaking good whenever he Extreme Z Awakens. Maybe they lower his restriction. Vegeta is probably the most usable one of those 3 remaining, aside from Kid Buu that I was just talking about. He's honestly the most usable one in that 2nd row anyway, because he also can be applicable on the Super Saiyan 3 category and be an off-rotation tank if you want that, and also a very, very good stunner. So if you had to choose a unit on that 2nd row, if you were choosing from those because you have all the ones at the bottom and you don't need any dupes, whatever, choose Vegeta in my opinion. Janemba's pretty good too. Otherwise, you know, there is the STR Janemba, so he kind of gets screwed a little bit. And the fact that Kid Buu, if you run Extreme Int for some reason, Kid Buu doesn't have shocking speed, so I mean, he'd be off rotation for the most part, so it's kind of up in the air, and Tech Beerus is on like every freaking banner. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that guy. But when it comes to the ones at the bottom, here's the deal. They all Extreme Z Awaken except for Gohan, who literally Extreme Z Awakens in about a week on JP. So we don't know what Gohan does yet. I would say SS3 Goku is the best one. He's the original one, and the reason why I say best is because of usability. I think that he is the most usable one, in my opinion. Now, Broly, he kind of gets shafted. He's on a lot of teams. He can't really be used with the LR comparison if you do have him, who's like literally on like a lot of categories, like on 5 categories or 4 categories, the LR one. Frieza, I think, is really, really good, but his upgrade is marginal. All it does is really give him defensive capabilities, which I would argue is all that unit really needed anyway, so that's not really a knock against him, as he doesn't really get that big of a buff. Cell, unfortunately, still suffers from the exact same issue that he had previously. While he gets a lot better, the ability to heal, I believe, upon launching super attacks, his issue is that he still kind of struggles for ki. They tried to patch that up a little bit by giving him a little bit more self-sufficiency via the passive by getting rainbow orbs, but SS3 Goku is the most usable. And at the very least, the cool thing about SS3 Goku is he can be used as super attack fodder for other SS3 Goku cards if you needed that exact reason. Whereas the other ones, I mean, Cell is a little bit more usable. Broly, you really can't use the Broly for the LR variant. You can use him for physical Broly. I mean, you could use him for LR, but it'd be like, what, a 2% chance? You can use him for physical Broly if you want to. There is no other full power Frieza. Gohan can be used for STR Gohan, but the issue with Gohan is that I'm not going to talk about him too much because it's possible, 100% possible, that he winds up being better than STR Gohan, and I think that'll probably wind up happening, to be 100% honest, but unfortunately, he will get the shaft because Gohan is a main meta leader, and this guy really just can't be that. But otherwise, any team you would consider Gohan on that's not Hybrid Saiyans, you would probably take this one over him anyway. But yeah, if you asked me which one I thought was the best outside of teams and usability and things like, you know, super attack investment and all the things I just mentioned, I'd probably have Goku probably about second to Frieza, and that's where we would go from there, especially because those two have over in a flash. Broly has no key links, but he picks up defensive capabilities. He still hits all enemies, so he's really good for that. But I want to really put a premium on the usability on these teams that they would be on otherwise, and also just having the links anyway. So Frieza and Goku have one of the best links in the game, so they'd be at the top of my list, and then I think Cell would be next, and then I can't really rank Gohan because I don't know where he is, but Broly would be at the bottom. But that's not a bad thing because they're all really, really good. Like, they're all really, really good. It's kind of like, you know, you're ranking them all at the premium, and it's like, well, somebody has to be at the bottom. So I'm not saying Broly's bad, it's just he's there for me. But here's the deal. I would say Broly's at the top of the list otherwise because he's the only one of these characters on this list. If you play the World Tournament religiously, you would want to pick up Broly if you don't have him already. And also, he has the ability to Extreme Z Awaken. So pick up Broly in that scenario if you play the World Tournament a lot. I'm not somebody that personally plays it too much. His attack all ability is marginally good in other modes. It's also really, really good in the Super Battle Road mode. Like, he's freaking awesome in Super Battle Road. If I'm being 100% honest, him and STR Rose were the main part I cleared Extreme STR for Super Battle Road. Like, they were the main reason why. And his ability to maintain defense, while the LR version actually does not maintain defense, is really, really helpful on harder stages. So if you were going to go ahead and look at it from that perspective, then of course Broly's at the top of my list. And that's how it will go. So basically, long story short, it comes down to what your usability is, what you would need it for, what units you have. Otherwise, you have alternate options of these units, like their names and stuff that you would want to consider instead, and things of that nature. I just wanted to give you guys all you needed as far as the empowerment for these characters. So that's basically it. I'm not going to consider anybody else other than the actual Dokkan Festival ones at the bottom. But again, Gohan might wind up being the best one, but even if Gohan is the best individually, he doesn't really, he's Gohan. He doesn't have Super Saiyan, he doesn't have Prepare for Battle, he doesn't have Over in a Flash. They're not going to give him those things because they've shown that they do not want to update key links for these units in the Extreme Z Awaken, unfortunately, because Broly would have had Prepare for Battle. He doesn't have it. Cell would have had Shocking Speed, probably because STR Cell has it, who is, I believe, the most recent version of Cell. Goku and Frieza, they don't need to change their links otherwise. So, anyways, moving on from there, we have the 3rd Anniversary Super Thanks Pack. So this is something that you can get apparently from Pilaf's Trove, I'm thinking. Super Dragonstone 3 obtained from the 3rd Anniversary Super Thanks Pack can be used to recruit a powerful character at the Baba Shop. So this one is giving out the Super Dragonstone. So the blue one, that's interesting. Let me double check to see if that's where you get it. And I also want to see what characters are available. So for this one's giving out the 70% leaders. I just double checked that, but I'm pretty sure it's in Pilaf's Trove. So let's see if it's actually in Pilaf Strove, because it doesn't say otherwise. No, it's speaking of Pilaf Strove, their beginner pack got updated, so you go check it out. And it's actually not in Pilaf Strove. So where does this one come from? Up for sale. Oh, I see. So it would be in the shop section. Super Dragon Stone 3 obtained from the 3rd anniversary Super Thanks pack can be used to recruit. I mean, it says pack, so it just must not be live yet. It's probably Pilaf Strove because it has all these other stuff, orbs and in the Kai. So it's probably Pilaf Strove, but it's not live yet because it goes live in 2.5 hours. So that's probably what it is. Anyways, 3rd anniversary stamina consumption campaign. So basically with this, they were keeping track of all the stamina that all the players used, and that was as part of this event. So basically, long story short, what they did was they have this event here, and it's a little bit different because it's just the same character otherwise. But you play this event, you know, you can get a nice amount of the rank experience up. Otherwise, you do get mission rewards for clearing it. But one thing they were doing is, and this is for every event in the game, they were keeping track of all the stamina that we used. I don't know if Global will do it any differently. We'll find out momentarily. But ultimately, the more stamina we use collectively as a community, a fan base of this game, ultimately we're able to pick up more rewards for that, just in general, such as getting this actual Goku card. So let's see if Global will do the exact same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and I don't really think it's not saying anything. So maybe it'll be over here, but otherwise we have to kind of wait for that, I guess. Fantastic deals at Baba's shop. Grand Kai's, medals, and support items. You can get 3rd anniversary coins from 3rd anniversary, Dokkan anniversary, and the special events. Yeah, this is not saying anything in particular. I do not need that anymore. I will come back to this. The Gohan event we're going to talk about momentarily. The Goku event, again, I had it open twice, I guess. These are the missions we already went over. And that's the login. So yeah, it's not looking like it says much. Feel free to check your game personally. I don't want to spend too much time on this in particular. But yeah, it's not looking like it's saying too much about that stuff. Anyways, let's go ahead and bounce back to where we were. So, Porunga's Dragon Ball campaign. Number 11, Porunga Dragon Ball campaign is live. It's a little bit hard to report on like how to get this stuff because none of this stuff goes live until another literal 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes or so, 17 to be more specific. So it's harder to really report on this stuff, but I'll do a separate video talking about these ones that I'm not so certain about, particularly these 3, because the reason why is Global, like they might handle these 2 in particular a little bit differently, but just because of tools that are available to Global versus not available. Because long story short, as part of the Porunga campaign, they wanted us to tweet out a hashtag at some point, like Porunga, like grant my wish or something like that. And Global doesn't utilize Twitter, so like I don't know what they're going to do. They utilize Facebook, so maybe they'll have a like or something like that, which, again, I'll have to report on that when we get a little closer. Otherwise, perform multi-summons to get various random bonus items. You may have a chance to get a Grand Kai as a bonus item, excuse me. This is awesome. 3rd anniversary special friend summon. So, I do not think this came to JP. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I do not think this was on JP. I don't remember this. Maybe I just totally blanked out on it, but I do not think it was there. In fact, I'm almost certain it was not there. So they're giving you incentive to do friend summons. So by doing friend summons, you can get bonus items, potentially Grand Kais. That's awesome because this is literally gives. Now it's going to be a hassle, especially on Global, where you still have to go to the Baba shop or just the sell option for Zenny, and can only sell 10 units at a time. Whereas on JP you can sell literally up to 99 at once, which is so awesome with the newer update. But I'm assuming Global didn't get that one anyway. If it did, I'd just sound like an ass. But anyways, it's going to be a hassle trying to sell these units back off, but it's still really nice because it gives incentive, because I haven't done it. I was just talking to my friends the other day, and I said, yo, I haven't done a friend summon in this game in like over a year because I don't really have much reason to. Only reason I would do it at any point was for the Hercule statues anyway. I really don't have much reason to anymore. So that's pretty awesome. 3rd anniversary, fantastic deals at the Baba shop. We already talked about that. Activate your hidden potential. All the hidden potential weekly events are open for basically a month. Over the weekends. So over the weekdays, they're not going to all be open. That'll be OP. But on the weekends for about a month, they will all be open. So make sure that you do complete those. So that is a great opportunity to get your orbs, guys. Here's battle for Planet Namek. We have the Gohan event, which we're going to bounce over to now. It is a story event. This one drops the Gohan, then Extreme Z Awakens. He is the STR version of this unit, just like the Tech Bulma, and the Int Goku Jr. So the thing about him is, if you look at him first out, of course he does use his own orbs on stage 8. That is the only stage to farm his orbs on anyway. So if you look at him naturally, like if I were to pull him up right now on the schedule, you would notice that he does not actually, well, he's not on the schedule because he's technically live in the game anyway. But and by the way, I was going to talk about this, but since I'm going to leave, I've heard rumblings that these characters, their banners basically go live on like Monday as opposed to tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. If you don't see it tomorrow, it's because they go live on Monday, basically. Anyways, let me go ahead and bounce over to STR. We'll go to Super, and we'll pull up that Gohan, his Extreme Z Awakening, or his actual card before Extreme Z Awakening. It's going to be somewhere in this area. In fact, let me just go ahead and search for Gohan. Because we're on Global, I can actually search, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so Gohan, where are you at? You are not here. Were you on the schedule and I missed you? You couldn't have been on the schedule. You were not on the schedule, and I missed you. Okay. Well, since I'm, like, totally blind, maybe? I don't know. STR, no rarity. Yeah, Gohan. What do? Gohan. Do not see. Okay, cool. We'll just do this then. I'll just pull him up myself. Okay, so what I was going to say is if you look at this unit naturally, this is how he is when you farm him. Look at that background. You go ahead and awaken him. Ultimately, he is able to Extreme Z Awaken, but naturally, I had somebody bring this to my attention, but I wanted to make sure that everybody was on the same page. He doesn't pick up the Planet Namek Saga Leader skill until he Extreme Z Awakens. That's all I wanted to say, but either I was ridiculously blind, which is possible. I don't see him, but okay. But that's basically how that works out. So just get him. That stuff goes live later on. As you see, they talk about his Dokkan Awakening here, but not really much about his Extreme Z Awakening otherwise. So look at the Gohan. It looks so cute. Anyways, they're going to talk about his Extreme Z Awakening down here anyway, so I guess that was kind of a waste of time. But yeah, he picks it up whenever he Extreme Z Awakens. So that is pretty awesome when that unit is concerned. There is going to be 2 new boss rushes for a total of 65 stones. Stages 4 and 5 will be added. The Dokkan Festival summons, they say that they go live right here on Sunday, 7/8. So probably that night. So this is another thing. Like the schedule says they go live tomorrow, but this is saying they go live in 2 days from the recording anyway. So again, this is all the stuff that goes along with that. And then these characters have their story mission come back, the Broly mission, 3rd anniversary, Wish Upon Porunga, Facebook special campaign. There's another campaign on Facebook. Exclusive character summoned. So this one, this might be what I was talking about where they were like, yo, tweet something. This goes live in a few days, so that's literally a week, actually. We'll have to figure that out then. And they are having the type banners. Nobody really cares. Stamina restoration, so basically the time it takes to recover 1 stamina gets reduced, from 5 minutes to 3 minutes. They have 4 times rank experience, so another guide I'll do really, really soon is a guide on how to rank up efficiently in the game. Otherwise, stay tuned for that if you guys didn't know. And also, great success and super success rates for training are quadrupled. And then, of course, there is the natural price reduction for barbershop items. This is a lot of stuff. I didn't think this would take this long. If you guys stayed all the way through, comment yeet in the comment section down below. This took a while. So anyways, have an awesome day. And we'll be back with more news, more information, more guides, all that stuff. I'm very, very excited. And I'm just excited to be able to bring this content to you. So have an awesome day. I'll catch you all in the next one.